Hey guys, Dave the Honest Asian here. Finally finished my AR pistol build. If you saw my video a couple weeks ago, the upper that I had on here, the bolt actually broke in half. Now Brownells is awesome. They have a lifetime guarantee on their products and a lot of the products that they carry. But essentially what happened was, that bolt broke in half. I emailed them. I said, hey, this happened. Can you just send me a new bolt? And they said no, because that came as part of this complete upper, including the bolt carrier group and charging handle. So they said what I'd have to do was return that entire upper, and they give me a refund for store credit because that particular model had been discontinued. So I took them up on that. Mind you, this was 3 years later. I purchased that complete upper December of 2017. I'd run thousands of rounds through it, beat it up pretty good. I had painted the upper receiver, rail, all that, and they said that wasn't an issue. So that's super awesome, good on Brownells, huge shout out to them. And then what I did was I replaced it. So I had to spend a little bit money out of my pocket on top of the refund that they gave me. But I think I got a significantly better upper receiver, or complete upper, building it instead of just doing a swap. So let's start at the front and work our way back. So this is the Q Cherry Bomb. Switched it over from the old upper. It does okay, for mitigating muzzle rise and flash and stuff. It's okay, but where it really shines is when it's paired with the Q Thunder Chicken or Trash Panda. I have the Q Thunder Chicken. Awesome suppressor. You can actually see along where that taper is right there, where the carbon stops. It seals up super tight, so you don't have it, or you don't get any carbon locking. Your inability to take your suppressor off because the carbon's kind of fused it together. So that taper mount is awesome. Now, the problem, which goes along with, there's a problem with this, and it goes along with the rail. So the rail is a BCM MCMR 10-inch in length. Now, awesome rail system. I have it on a rifle that I built a couple months ago. No problem, super sturdy. You can have optics on there, and like my IR laser aiming device. No problems with it holding zero or anything like that. Super comfy, super thin. But with regards to the suppressor, it's a little different. So I had purchased the barrel. It's a 10.5-inch barrel and a 10-inch handguard, thinking there was going to be a half-inch gap between the end of the barrel and the end of the handguard. And for whatever reason, my math is off, or I know I didn't take into account the thread, I guess, so that's kind of on me. But I can't index the suppressor with the muzzle device because the handguard's in the way. So that kind of sucks. I am trying to figure out different solutions to it. If I switch this out, the Cherry Bomb out to, like a different brake or flash hider that I have laying around, the problem is you can't get a wrench on to torque it down. Now that could be solved by removing the handguard. It's really a good thing. So BCM tolerances are super tight. So this rail system isn't going anywhere. Like I said, there's no problems with shifting, shaking, anything like that. But getting it on there was quite a process. Like, I had to use a blowtorch, and I used a rubber mallet to pound it on. It still took quite a while to get it on there. And I'm worried that getting it off is going to be just as, if not more, difficult. And then, I risk damaging some part of the rail, or anything else that's going on while I'm removing it, just to get a new flash guard on, and then have to go through the whole process again to put it back on. So I'm still thinking about it. I am working with Q a little bit. This is in the works, really preliminary, but I might be getting a couple of their muzzle brakes that pair with the cherry bomb to do a couple reviews on. So, anyways, disregard, or I digress. Let's keep going. So, MCMR on there. As far as the barrel goes, this is a 10.5-inch Roscoe barrel. It is government profile, 1 in 7 twist. It's their Bloodline series. Awesome barrels. I run Roscoe barrels on a lot of the rifles that I have. They're pretty accurate. They're they're chrome lined, so really good wear and tear on there, and they don't break the bank. People say they're comparable to like BCM or like Daniel Defense barrels. Like, I don't think the quality's quite there or on that same level, but you're paying less than half the price of those. So that barrel's about $110, $115 or so, depending on where you get it in sales and stuff. So barrels are awesome. I'm seeing about 2.5 or 2 MOA or so with the rifle. That's a 16-inch, same version of the barrel. So I'm thinking I'll probably get about that, maybe a little bit bigger just because it's shorter length at 100 yards. Haven't shot this yet, but I've got high expectations. So on here, this something else I just had laying around. This is my PL2 Valkyrie light, and then I swapped over from the old pistol, the BCM, I think short gunfighter foregrip or something. Yes, I do have it on backwards. I like it canted forward a little bit, so when I'm indexing, it just gives me a little bit more purchase on the firearm. Gas block on there, Aero Precision low profile gas block. I'm actually pretty happy that I didn't spend the extra money to get an adjustable gas block, because as of now, my suppressor won't work on there, so that wouldn't have done me any good anyways. Nothing special about it. It gets the job done. I've run Aero Precisions before. I've done Spikes, Tactical, BCM. Like, they're all pretty similar. They serve the same purpose. This one's got 2 screws, or 2 set screws holding it in. The gas tube on here, CMMG. Gas tubes don't matter a whole lot either. Like I said, they all get the job done, but pretty budget friendly in that, and I think they perform pretty well. So haven't had any issues. I've run CMMGs before as well, no problems. So going back from there, swapped over to the EOTech. Nothing to say about that. EOTechs are awesome, especially their new versions. So if you had the old versions, I don't know if they're still replacing them, but they were at one point. Long story short, EOTechs are good to go now. The upper receiver on here is a BCM blemished upper. If you haven't seen these, they're awesome. They're significantly discounted from their website of their, kind of new, new upper receivers. You kind of get what they send you, but I've got 2 of these now on that rifle that I have. There wasn't a single thing wrong with it, and the only thing that I found on this one was this tiny little scratch right there. I don't care so much about that. I intend to paint this anyways, so that's not a big deal to me at all. I did mar up the receiver a little bit, putting the forward assist in. Like I said, I'm painting it, not a big deal to me. The only thing I will say with these blemished uppers are you have to assemble them. So if you haven't seen my video on how to build a complete upper, you do have to assemble, or go check it out, and then you do have to assemble the ejection port cover and the forward assist. Not that hard, just takes a little work getting those roll pins and stuff set in, and then make sure you hang on to these C-clips that hold the ejection port rod, because they are really tiny, super easy to lose. Fab Defense rear sight, I picked it up actually at a used sporting goods store for $4. I think they retail for around $50, so I did pretty good on that. I'm waiting on getting the front one. That should be here any day now, and then I think I'm pretty much done on this. As far as what I've got on the inside of this, the charging handle is the BCM Mod 3 Bravo. It's their medium-size charging handle. Super nice. You can actuate it with one hand. You don't have to do kind of a 2-finger pull like on traditional charging handles. I've run these, I run these in all of my other rifles and stuff, no problems. They're super awesome. They hold up fine. And then the ability to manipulate it with one hand more easily is super nice. They're not too big that they'll get caught up on stuff, but they're bigger than just the traditional charging handle. From there, I've got the Brownell's nitrided bolt carrier group. So I decided to try something new. I typically run the Radian enhanced bolt carrier groups they're nitrided as well, but I figured I'd try and save a couple bucks, and I can do a different video and compare the two. So this is high pressure tested and magnetic particle inspected. So it's got the same kind of testing standards as the higher end bolt carrier groups go. The stakes on here look pretty good. I was seeing some mixed reviews and stuff online of this bolt carrier group, but I don't think that these stakes are going anywhere. So that's super good to see. The rest of the pins in the bolt head look good. Like I said, I haven't shot it yet, but time will tell if it holds up, and I'll let you guys know. The finish on here looks awesome. I don't see any blemishes or anything like that. I will say that some of these corners are pretty sharp, but I think those will kind of wear down once I get some rounds through it. So I'll keep you guys updated on the bolt carrier group, but I've got pretty high expectations on here. It indexes fine with the gas tube inside the receiver. No problems there. The rest of the AR pistol is the same. Geasley Super Dynamic. No, this is the Geasley SSAE trigger on there. I've got Battle Arms Development Group. What am I trying to say? Ambidextrous safety. And then I've got JP Enterprises Silent Capture Buffer System in the back here. And then SBA 3 pistol brace on the back. Magpul K2 grip, and then a Magpul, I don't even know what they call this, ASAP or something, sling attachment point. So, like I said, I haven't shot this yet. I'm still working out how to fix or figure out something for the muzzle, but super happy with it overall, and I will keep you guys updated as I get some rounds through it and see how it works. So, if you thought this video was cool, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.